Basically, cities are essentially made up of the following elements, or they can be interpreted and developed into these elements. C as for center, which is obviously, that's what the city is all about. And definitely city will not be able to function without any inhabitants. So it is a very important component to make up the city. And T for technologies, all right. Technologies is, especially in today's life, we can't live without them. And I for integrations. Integrations is combine everything into one that makes the whole living all about. And definitely E for ecologies. And not forgetting what we take, we must put back and maybe to do recycling. And as for sustainability, which is obvious that so that we can continue to live happily in the city. Okay, the challenge on this, in this paper is to move the dialogue about high-rise into a deeper conversation about livable city, particularly in today's most rapidly transforming urban habitats. Okay, we're going to use Cinema's Center. It's a mixed-use project in Shanghai, situated at the North Bund, and we will introduce the concept of city and how it's being integrated. Okay, I will just fairly explain a little bit on Cinema Center. Formerly started as a White Magnolia Plaza, was developed by Shanghai Jinggang North Bund Realty, a subsidiary of Cinema's Paper Investment Company. Okay, just to explain a little bit more, Cinemas is not a kind of full-fledged developer. Their main core business is actually in paper manufacturing. And the site is located north of the historical Bunds district. Okay, it's a very large, more than 400,000 square meter in BR area, and has a 3-story retail base, a 2-story iconic pavilion, a 39-story W hotel, and a 66-story office building, deemed so far to be the tallest in Puxi, but we never know in a couple of years' time. And definitely SOM designed this project. It solved the program with a complex and highly integrated architectural solution that respect this historical area of Shanghai while extending the public realms to provide a new destination and gateway to the city. Okay, the complex is bounded by 4 streets: East Changzidonglu on the north, Li Sunlu on the left, on the west, Xinjianglu on the east, and Dongdaminglu on the south. It has a total GFA of 422,000 square meter, and it actually waved into the entire fabric of the city, especially on the North Bund area. So as you can see from this site map, this is the current Bund, which is very historical. This is the Lujiazui Pudong, which is a very newly born financial center. And with the addition of entire North Bund, with Cinema Center actually as they kind of, the spark to the entire development of North Bund, these will actually consist of the entire, eventually, Shanghai, the center of Shanghai. Okay, the large-scale development mixed-use program is organized as a single, fully integrated complex that fills its urban block, but its architectural articulation provides unique identity for each of its program parts. The podium ties together the large project element while creating a series of landscape plaza that engage the surrounding district and welcoming guests, workers, and visitors to the various portions of the complex. That's how the whole project is being integrated. The entire retail forms a loop that encircles the central office tower. So that is a typical section that you can see. This is the hotel tower, 39-story, a 66-story office block with a 3-story podium, with actually 2 more levels of retail in the basement. Okay, a quick rundown and also a very dynamic view of the whole project, looking at Putong and the Ban. So this will give you a little bit of an idea where it's located. And you also have a 100,000 square meter of a shopping mall. Okay, next, it has all dedicated drop-off zone allowed dispersed access to the site amenity in an organized manner. The drop-off along the north side is specifically for retail. The western drop-off serves the podium that predominantly accommodate hotel functions, serving the W guests, which is this portion. We have lobby, ballroom, fitness center, and pool, among other amenities that includes retail shared with the large shopping complex. That's whole of the inhabitant of these projects. Maybe I would also like to elaborate a little bit about the whole planning from my perspective, not SOM, that actually, when we talk about ecology, you notice that this project is full of greens, except the tower, the two towers, and some of the podium. In fact, I think it is a project deemed to be very difficult to operate because it has too many openings that allow filtering of visitors, both intervene within the site itself as well as external visitors. So therefore, this actually poses a lot of challenge to the projects in terms of security, in terms of management, in terms of traffic, both vehicular as well as pedestrian. But nevertheless, I feel that this project actually really give back to the city what city lack of, greeneries and open spaces. And the podium are not one solid podium. The podium is being break off into about three components that gives us a lot of cross ventilation, cross wind, as well as a lot of open space, including right down to the basement. Over at this central area, the spaces are right up to basement 2. So there is a lot of contribution in terms of giving back to the city. Okay, the south entrance to the complex faces the riverside. This is also the current cruise center that's being built, not fully operated at the moment. And it also faces the park and the cruise ship terminal as mentioned. So it provides both pedestrian and automotive access to the office tower and retail center. The ground level enhance the access to the site from the park across the street. And this is also what we talked about the ecology before. Okay, the form. Okay, this is the most interesting part of the project. At only 320 meters, Cinema's tallest building, office tower, is considered shorter than you have known earlier, the 3 mega tower on Putong. But I think its dynamic shapes gives it a strong presence in the North Ban district. At the base, each of the 4 sides is very slightly concave, offering a welcoming shape to the pedestrian who encounter the tower from either the exterior plaza or from within the shopping mall. The concave increases in intensity at the upper level, develop a more sculptural form on Shanghai skyline. The entire tower exhibits entasis, an ancient method of modulating colonnade form so that it emphasizes vertical expression. At the crown, each of the 4 sides is dramatically scalloped, and the 4 corners raised to the building's highest elevation. And also there's a beehive-shaped pavilion, provides a distinctive street presence along the north side of the complex with its interior direction accessible from the hotel and retail area. From here, I would really like to pay my respect to SOM. This is the 3rd project that I work with SOM. Each time, I think the landmark building that been put up is very, very different, and all looking at different aspects of the details. Okay, this is what you see as from a perspective drawings. Look at the tower itself. It's actually none of the surface of the building is flat, right? Every part of the building is actually not in the same plane, same angle whatsoever. It actually tapered outwards, inwards from the base to the top. And it curves on four sides, rounded on four corners, and kind of expresses the top, what we call the crown, with what we deem to be a big, like a lotus, or initially the concept was actually the white magnolia flowers. Okay, let's talk a little bit on the podium. Okay, the curves of the podium give an organic appearance that replaces the signature form of the tower without duplicating it. Primarily, it's horizontal in expression, and its solid spandrel panel contrasts with the glazed materials on the tower to create a similar but subtly different look. Curved openings throughout provides natural lighting to the public area below grades, and create the visual connection between the lower level and outer side. This is what we deem to be ecological friendly. So these are the spaces that right down to basement 2. This is the street level, and it connects people from the street down to the entire projects. Okay, void within the retail space are important of providing light into the lower levels. Visual connection between the 5 retail levels. Escalator circulation was also important, considering to help them tie together the multi-level experience for all users. That's how we integrate the entire building to the visitors. Substantially portion of the podium structure have green roofs that provide environmental benefits and can promote special programmatic functions. Okay, this is all the roof. As far as possible, they're all being landscaped. Okay, last but not least, the pavilion also has a 3-dimensional shape. And this pavilion is actually more complex than the tower itself. It has the fins that undulate with the form of the structure. The form emphasized on the entrance become a more translucent towards the top of the building. These environmental responsible elements reinforce the organic quality of the overall design, define Cinema Center as a complex whose boldly contemporary form are in harmony with its nature and urban environment. Okay, that's how the whole building is sustainable.